Hello and welcome to this video. This is 7-1. We are talking solving square root equations, and we're going to do this algebraically. I'm going to split this lesson into two videos. I'll do some examples and then go over some practice problems with you, and then we'll do the same thing in the next video. All right, so without further ado, let's talk solving square root equations. Now, a square root equation is a radical equation, and a radical equation is an equation, and it has to have a radical, a square root, cube root, something to this effect. So here are examples of radical equations. Note here are some non-examples below. We don't have an equal sign, or if you do have an equal sign in the second case, there is no square root. The third example, again, that is a radical, right? It's to the power of 1/2, but there is no equal sign. It's not an equation, okay? All right. Radical equations, we are going to follow these steps, and then we got to check for something. So with square roots, right, funny things happen. Okay, so here are the steps to solve a radical equation. First, isolate your radical expression. I want to get rid of everything except my radical expression. Okay, then we'll raise both sides to the appropriate power. So if I'm working with the square root, I'll square both sides. If I'm working with the cube root, I'll cube each side. Third, solve the resulting equation. Okay, and it's important to note, just know if you're working with a linear equation or a quadratic, right, and how you solve those. Okay, step 4, check for extraneous solutions. This is very important, and then we'll write our final solution. So what are extraneous solutions for radical equations? Well, these are solutions that fail to make the left side and the right side equal to each other, or they create imaginary values when substituted back in. Okay, so we'll just check this. You're not going to really like this because you need to check your answers, but we'll plug it back in. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and look at a basic example. I have a radical equation, one term on the left side. Okay, that's a radical, and I already have it isolated, so I can just go ahead, I can square each side, and we get x equals 16. So there's your possible solution. But what I want to do is I want to go ahead and check. I'm going to plug this in. I'm going to plug in square root of 16. Is this equal to 4? Well, 4 is indeed equal to 4. Yes. Okay, so this is our solution. X is equal to 16. Here's example 2. I have the square root of x minus 2 root 3 equals 0. Well, again, to solve this, I just want a radical on each side. So I'll add 2 root 3 to both sides to isolate the radical. So we get the square root of x is equal to 2 square root of 3. We'll go ahead and square both sides, giving us x is equal to 4 times root 3 squared, so that's 3, which is 12. So I'm going to go ahead and check. I'm going to plug in the square root of 12 minus 2 root 3. Does this equal 0? Well, 12 is 2 root 3, and 2 root 3, yep, left side is equal to the right side. Check. Okay, so our solution is x equals 12. Okay, so these are all linear examples, right, where my radicand, the variable, is linear. So check this out. Here's a kind of a weird situation. When I square example 3 here, we get x is equal to 25. So note that I plugged in this example, okay, and I squared a negative. Some bad things are going to happen when you square a negative, but I'll go ahead and I'll plug this in. So I get the square root of 25. Is this equal to negative 5? Well, no, the square root of 25 is just 5. Okay, doesn't equal negative 5. So this is extraneous. Extra, right? Throw it away. Bye. Okay, so what's your answer? Well, your answer is no solution. Who has their phone on? no solution. Or you can say the empty set, right? No solution. All right. Okay, I think that is it for examples for this video. I think they were all linear examples. I do have some practice problems for you. So I want you to try this. Please pause the video, actually pause it, try this example, okay? All right, so hopefully you paused it and tried it. Here is the solution. You should have gotten 81, and it is not extraneous. So there you are. Here's example 2. In example 2, please pause this, or practice 2, please pause this, give this one a go. Okay, so hopefully you watched that. Here is the solution. You should have gotten 32. Okay, and I think that is it for this one. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna split up the video here and watch the next one. Okay, I'll have a couple more examples, about 3 more examples, a couple practice ones. All right, catch you next time. Peace.